Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today the Houston Astros beat the Kansas City Royals 3-2. Great win for the Astros as Ben Gamel, Jose Altuve, and Framber Valdez had their fingerprints all over this one for the Houston Astros as the Astros win 3-2. Let's go over it. So, Astros win 3-2, 10 hits for the Astros, only 2 hits for the Royals. We're gonna get into that as Framber Valdez didn't give up any hits in 7 innings, and the Astros did have one error, which was a Jeremy Pena throwing error, which did cost the Astros a extra run, as when Josh Hader gave up a home run to Paul D. Young, it was a 2-run shot because Bobby Witt Jr. Was on first base due to the error that happened, and the Royals ended up tying the game. That doesn't, if Pena doesn't make that play, I know Hader gave up the home run. That's his fault for sure. But at the same time, Pena made the mistake as well with the throwing error. So both guys made mistakes there in that inning, and I wouldn't say it's Josh Hader's full fault that the game was tied. I think it's on both of them right there. But if you look at it, with the error, because that inning did start off with the error by Jeremy, and then Hader struck out Perez, then the home run happened, and then he struck out Furman, and Lofton popped out. So, that wasn't the cleanest ninth inning, but. The Astros still won the game because of Jose Altuve's RBI double that scored Jake Myers. Jake Myers was able to get on base with a single to right. Jake was actually pretty good in this game today. Had a walk and a single. Jake was clutch getting that single. Altuve hits the double to left. Crushed it. Almost hit a walk-off home run. Great base running by Jake Myers. Great hit by Altuve. And the Astros are able to get the win 3-2. So, one error for the Astros, like I mentioned, which was by JP. 0 errors for the Royals. Win goes to Josh Hader. So even though he doesn't get the save, he still gets the win. That's kind of a funny situation where he doesn't get the save, but he gets the win, and he now has a 500 record, 7-7 on the year. I remember when he was like, there was a point where Josh was like 3 or 4 games under 500, I believe, or maybe it was like 3. I know at one point he was like 4-6. It might have been 3-6, but now 7-7 on the season for Josh Hader. Pitching 1 inning, he did give up a home run, which was the only hit he gave up, but still had 2 strikeouts, didn't give up a walk. So the only damage he gave up was that home run. Loss goes to James McArthur. He's 5-6 in the year now. Pitching that 9th inning, he gave up 2 hits, a single to Jake Myers, a double to Altuve, gave up a run, 0 strikeouts, 0 walks. Scoring summary: 3rd inning, Ben Gamel hits a home run to left center, 356 feet. It's 1-0. His first home run as an Astro. He's been terrific. In the first couple games as an Astro, he's 11 for 30, I believe, and that's in like the first 9 or 8 games as an Astro. Has now just his first home run, 3 RBIs, and also has a couple walks. Has been really good for the Houston Astros. He was a great pickup for a guy who was claimed off of waivers. That's his first home run in a couple years as well. So that's big. So, when he hit the home run, the first thing I thought of was I'm excited for Penn Campbell because he's going to be on the thumbnail for my channel. For my video, my postgame, and one of my first couple of reactions from when Jose Altuve hits the RBI double is, of course, I'm excited. Altuve's hit the RBI double, walk-off double. The Astros are about to win. I'm excited. I'm thrilled that the Astros just won. But one of the next thoughts that came through my head is, I can't. Jose Altuve has to be the title and the thumbnail. Walk-off, RBI double, that has to be the thumbnail and the title instead of Ben Gamel. So that was Ben Gamel was one of my first thoughts when Altuve hit that RBI double. But I'm glad the Astros won. But shout out to Ben Gamel getting his first home run as a Houston Astro to make it 1-0. The Astros in the 8th inning had a sacrifice fly to center. Diaz scored. It's 2-0. And then in the ninth inning, obviously the error really hurts them. Then the 2-run shot, DeYoung hits the 2-run shot. It's 2-2. But then in the ninth inning, Jose Altuve hits an RBI double to left. Myers scored. It's 3-2. So Altuve 2 for 5. He and his first hit was an infield single to third, and then obviously RBI double. Probably, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say he was the player of the day for the Astros. Yes, did he win? Did he help them win this game? Was his hit the reason they won this game? But number 59 was pretty good in this game. That's Framber Valdez. We're gonna get into him in just a minute. Yordan Alvarez was at DH tonight. He went 1 for 4, infield single to third. They had a couple of those tonight. That's the second one we've been over. Yanner Diaz, single to left in the 6th and a single to center in the 8th. So two-hit game for Yanner Diaz scoring a run. Garrettini had a double to right in the 8th inning. Jeremy Pena went 1 for 3 today with a double to left. Jason Hayward went 0 for 4 in his second game as an Astro. So far as an Astro, he is 1 for 6. It's early for him, but has been pretty solid. Hit a 2 RBI double yesterday, and today struck out twice and grounded out to first and fouled out to catcher. Ben Gamel went 1 for 4 after his home run. Got a little bit cold. Struck out and grounded out twice. But he was playing left field today. Jake Myers went 1 for 3. Happy with what the Astros got from Jake Myers today. He had a great game. 7th inning he walked. 9th inning single to right. Big reason the Astros won due to him being on first base when Altuve hit the double. Dubon looked good today. He was playing third base with Bregman having some elbow soreness. He had a single to right in the 3rd inning, grounded out to first in the 5th, and a 7th inning strikeout. He struck out swinging. That was it for Dubon. And John Singleton would have a pinch hit appearance for him in the 9th inning before Altuve would have the RBI double, walk off, and he flied out to center. But yeah, let's get to the main man. It's Framber Valdez. Pitched 7 innings. Unfortunately, he does not get the win. But this was a pitcher's duel. Seth Lugo was amazing in 7 innings, 6 hits, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. While Framber was way better though. 7 innings, 0 hits, 0 runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. But I think the impressive thing I will say about both Valdez and Lugo is that Lugo was able to go out there in 7 innings and get 9 strikeouts against the Houston Astros lineup that does not strike out often. And then Framber Valdez was able to basically go out there and do the same thing and get 7 strikeouts in 7 innings against a Royals offense that does not strike out often either. So very impressive by both pitchers tonight. Now, I want to talk about the fact, that the Astros pulled him in the 7th, or pulled him going into the 8th inning. Honestly, I love the decision, to be honest with everybody. Of course, I'd love to see Framber Valdez get a no-hitter, but my thought process goes to the end of the road where the Astros are trying to get to this season. Are we trying to get no-hitters, or are we trying to get World Series championships? And I just didn't see Framber Valdez getting a no-hitter. Obviously, I think he could have gone out there and continued to pitch good baseball. We saw Abreu and Hader give up 2 hits in the last 2 innings, so I don't know if things would have been different with Valdez. But the main thing I am focusing on is the pitch count. 98 pitches in 7 innings. I remember there was a pitcher for Toronto just a couple weeks ago that was 1 out away from a no-hitter. Taylor Ward hit a home run and ended the no-hitter with 2 outs and 1 out remaining for I think it was Francis to get the no-hitter. And he was like 115, 120 pitches. Valdez was at 98 going into the 8th inning. So let's just say Valdez pitches. It probably would have taken him around 25 to 30 pitches, if not more than that, to get the last 2 innings done. That's saying, that's even saying, if he, if he stays, if he's able to, keep the no-hitter going. And let's say it takes him 25 to 30 pitches, he's already at 98. If it's 25 pitches, if it takes him 25 pitches, then he's all the way up to 123 pitches. If it's 30, he's all the way up to 128 pitches. That is not what you want your ace pitcher to throw. But instead, you have him walking off the mound knowing he had a outing where he did not give up a hit. He had such a close no-hitter or potential no-hitter earlier in the season against just a couple months or maybe a month ago against the Texas Rangers. I think it was exactly a month ago against the Texas Rangers, and the Rangers hit a home run to knock him out as Corey Seager knocked Framber Valdez out, and he was 1 out away from a no-hitter. And so this is something he's kind of flirted around this year, way closer in one of his outings this year against Rangers, only 1 out away. Obviously, we saw him have a no-hitter last year against the Guardians, and then tonight, 7 innings, doesn't give up a hit. But I think when you're so close to the postseason and he's at 98 pitches in 7 innings, I just don't think you can bring him. Look, he could have tried to get the first couple outs of that 8th inning, and see if he could do something. But I think it's much better to have him come out of the baseball game not giving up a single hit, and that builds up his confidence instead of going out, putting him out there in the 8th inning when his pitch count is way too high, and he would be way over 100 finishing the 8th inning, and definitely could have that no-hitter ended up. You could have that no-hitter ending right there in the 8th inning. So I think that was the right call. Obviously, we all want to see Framber Valdez get a no-hitter, but I think we all also want to see him healthy, and also more importantly than healthy, but saved up for the postseason. I don't want to see the struggling Framber Valdez like we saw last year in the playoffs. That's for sure. Brian Abreu would pitch the 8th inning for the Astros. He gave up 1 hit, gave up an earned run, or did not give up an earned run or a walk, but didn't have a strikeout. Got the inning done in 16 pitches. Yes, Hader did give up a home run to Paul DeJong. Did give up an earned run, but still gets 2 strikeouts and gets the win. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros getting the 3-2 win. Thanks to Jose Altuve. Framber Valdez, and Ben Gamble. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Astros.